What's up, y'all? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, ready to react to Mel Kiper Jr.'s latest mock draft. For the first time ever, I will give Mel some credit. He decided to do a mock with some trades in it. So what I'm going to do on today's show is give my honest opinion and go from pick 1 all the way down to 32 and maybe poke a little bit of fun at some of his trade ideas. At number 1, and an absolute shell shocker, Trevor Lawrence going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one's locked in, done deal. I've read a lot, obviously, great things about Trevor Lawrence. I know Urban Meyer's excited to get him, and I'm excited to see what happens. At pick number 2, it's the New York Jets, right? No. Woo-woo. Shout out to Harrison Graham. We got a trade coming in here where the Atlanta Falcons, they're going to trade up to pick number 2, and in return, the Jets skip the number 4 overall pick, the number 35 overall pick. And remember how I said this was Mel's first time? Do you remember your first time? You have this great idea in your head of how it's going to go, and then you remember like, wow, that was it? That's what you're going to get with the more picks. Mel, all I'm saying, if you're going to do this, man, let me know what those more picks are going to be. So at pick number 2, the Atlanta Falcons, they're going to take quarterback Zach Wilson from BYU. There's been a lot of mocks where the Atlanta Falcons have taken a quarterback at pick number 4. If you are set and you're like, this is the guy that we want to take over for Matt Ryan, sure, go up, make the move. If you guys like the movie, or if you like the move, go subscribe to our channel, the Falcons channel. You can see the link below, chatsports.com/FalconsTV. At pick number 3 for the Miami Dolphins, we're going to go Devonta Smith here. I really think Miami can go 3 different ways. You go Devonta Smith, Jamar Chase, or Penei Sewell. You can't really miss. I think the Dolphins are in a phenomenal position at number 3, and I was actually surprised that this wasn't one of the moves that he ended up making in terms of a trade. At pick number 4, the New York Jets. This one surprised me. I'll be honest. I like Kyle Pitts a lot. If you really want to talk about the top receivers in this group, I actually think Kyle Pitts deserves to be up there in that conversation with Jamar Chase, with Devonta Smith. But if you want to be able to get your quarterback, whoever that might be, Sam Darnold, I don't really know yet. If you want to get him a reliable option, I think Kyle Pitts is an absolute phenomenal athlete. At pick number 5, the Cincinnati Bengals here. Penei Sewell, offensive tackle from Oregon. It's pretty simple. You need to be able to protect Joe Burrow. You want to have a happy Joe Burrow? The best way to do it is go out and get one of the best offensive line prospects that I've seen in a very, very long time. Now, if you guys want more free NFL videos, it's really simple. You just got to hit that big red button that's underneath the video. It also says subscribe. If you don't know how to spell it, look down below. It's right there. Subscribe to Chat Sports on YouTube. We also have a ton of other channels here at Chat Sports. Like, one of the things that we always predicate ourselves on is, like, give us a chance to make a channel for your favorite team, and we promise you're going to absolutely love it. So the first 2 channels we ever started, Cowboys, Raiders, both of those over 74,000 subs videos every day. 49ers and Bears, they're getting close to, I believe, daily videos every day, and they even have live shows now weekly. The Seahawks Today channel. This is literally the fastest growing channel we've ever had here, over 18,000. Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins. Bottom line is this, if you got a favorite team and you let us make a channel around it, you're going to like it a lot. Here's some of our newer channels, if you will. The Detroit Lions Talk, Broncos Breakdown, and Falcons News at 894 subs. One of my goals on today's show is to get Falcons to over 1,000 subs. So if you're a Falcons fan, go subscribe to the channel. We would definitely appreciate it. Let's get into pick number 6 here, and then we'll go 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm just going to warn you. You're going to see some more trades, so be ready to rock and roll. At pick number 6, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're going to go with Jamar Chase, wide receiver out of LSU. No more Carson Wentz there anymore. If your plan is to stick with Jalen Hurts, and I actually anticipate, since they didn't take a quarterback at 6, Mel's idea here is they're going to stick with Jalen Hurts and get him a number 1 receiver, since Deshaun Jackson, gone. Alshon Jeffrey, gone. Pick number 7 here is the Detroit Lions, right? Woo! No, trade up. 49ers moving up from pick 12 all the way up to number 7. The Lions in return get the number 12 pick, the number 43 overall pick, and if you guys want to throw in the comments section what a future pick could be, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. All right, pick number 7 here. If you're going to trade up from 12 to 7, you're going to go get a quarterback. The San Francisco 49ers, they go get Justin Fields, quarterback from Ohio State. Some of the tape I really like. Some of the tape I don't really like. like Northwestern, for example. That tape really scared the hell out of me. But I thought Fields actually played a halfway decent game in the national championship game. But if you're trying to find somebody who's got some upside, no disrespect to Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe you go out and find a player like Justin Fields. If any of you 49ers fans out there love what we're doing here, you're really going to love our 49ers channel, youtube.com/49ers TV. Pick number 8, Mac Jones, go to the Carolina Panthers. I like the idea of Carolina taking a quarterback. I don't like the idea of them taking Mac Jones. You have Teddy Bridgewater right now, who is a game manager. He's like a safe, trying to hit a single type of quarterback. I think that's what Mac Jones is. So I don't really quite understand why you take a quarterback who has a lot of the same characteristics, I personally believe, of a Teddy Bridgewater. Why not maybe go with a bigger name guy? And he's about to come up here. And at pick number 9, we have the Denver Broncos, right? No, this is another trade up here. The New England Patriots are trading up to pick number 9. The Denver Broncos get 15 overall, 46 overall, and a 2022nd pick. I don't know if it's a first. I don't know if it's a second. I don't know if it's a 7th, Mel. DM me on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365. Let me know what pick it's going to be. But at pick number 9, the Patriots, they're going to go up, and they're going to get their quarterback, Trey Lance. I actually think that Carolina should have taken Lance at number 8. Instead, Patriots are like, oh, wow, they didn't take him. Okay, in this mock draft, we're going to trade up. We're going to get our quarterback of the future. So I am curious now. Already 4 quarterbacks are off the board at Mel Kiper's mock. So 4 QBs and the top 9 picks. I think we would all agree that Trevor Lawrence is going to be the best of the group. If you disagree, you can always let me know. But out of the 4 QBs that you see on screen, who do you think is the best? Who do you think is going to have the best NFL career? If you're going to go with Zach Wilson, I want you to type ZW. Trey Lance, TL. Justin Fields, JF. Mac Jones, MJ. Pick number 10, it's the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to go with the cornerback, Patrick Surtain. I know Tom Downey's the guy that normally does these mocks, and I actually think he would probably want Caleb Farley instead because of just raw natural skills and just his overall talent. But Patrick Surtain, he's obviously a very solid cornerback. Now, I know Tom is just like absolutely ecstatic for the NFL draft, and I'm hoping you guys are too. And if you are, please go down and like the video. Just click that like button. It literally looks like the thing that's, oh wait, wrong hand, Mitch. Wait, oh, get it. Right down there. You click that like button, ready to rock and roll. For 3 straight years, we've been the #1 most watched draft coverage on YouTube. We're going to make it 4 in a row. Let's go now to 11 through 15. You got the Giants, Lions, Chargers, Vikings, and the Denver Broncos. At pick number 11, Jalen Waddle from Alabama. When fully healthy, you can make the argument the most explosive wide receiver. I also like this pick a lot, too, because look for the Giants to let go of Golden Tate and just to continue to surround Daniel Jones with as much talent as humanly possible. The Detroit Lions, you're going to go with Micah Parsons, linebacker out of Penn State. If they use him as like an edge rusher, that's where I think you're going to get the most work out of him. And sure, he's got some off-the-field issues, but if he pans out and they don't use him like a true Mike linebacker, I think you're going to get a really, really solid player. At number 13, Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle from Northwestern. His draft stock continues to go up and up. And just like we said earlier with Penei, Sewell protecting Joe Burrow, you need to also be able to protect Justin Herbert. And for the Chargers, man, that's the team that for every year, man, that offensive line can't quite stay healthy. At number 14, Elijah Vera Tucker, offensive lineman out of USC. Are we about to get a run on some offensive linemen? We're about to see. But I will say this, I like this pick, but it was a little bit too high for my personal taste. At number 15, so far one of the best value picks in the entire draft, Caleb Farley, falling down to number 15 to the Denver Broncos. It fills a major need. I think Caleb Farley doesn't get past number 10 because I think if he's at 10, the Dallas Cowboys go ahead and take him. But if you're a Broncos fan, you're absolutely loving this pick. You're going to love our Broncos channel. Shout out to producer Sam. Go check him out, youtube.com/Broncos TV. I think you guys are also going to like these new t-shirts that we found. So we're always trying to like surf the web, find the best deals for our fans here. And if we find something cool, we're going to make it up for you. So these are what are known as like these X-ray t-shirts for $18.74. You can go ahead and get one of these bad boys, usually $25. How do you get one? Chatsports.com/NFL shirts. They make them for 31 NFL teams. I'm not going to tell you which team they don't make it for. You're going to have to go out and find for yourself. So if you want a new shirt, we got you covered here. Chatsports.com/NFL shirts. They come in sizes from small all the way up to 4XL. So, bottom line, we're just trying to hook you guys up. Got some pretty dope shirts here. Let's get into the second half here of the first round in Mel's latest mock. J.C. Horn, cornerback from South Carolina, who I do like a lot. And when you have the debate of who's the best cornerbacks a lot of times it's J.C. Horn, Caleb Farley, and Patrick Surtain. So I'm going to ask you the question because that's what we do here at Chat Sports. Who's the best cornerback prospect? If you think it's Surtain from Bama, type PS. J.C. Horn from South Carolina, JH. Caleb Farley, CF. If you don't think it's one of these top 3 players, comment their name below. I'm going to be typing CF. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're next up here on the clock, and they're going to go with Merrick, safety from TCU. He was the best safety this past year in college football. My man Harrison Graham, he was a TCU alum, been talking a lot of good things about him. I like Merrick a lot. It definitely fills a major role for this team, and in Gus Bradley's cover 3 system, you do need more of a center field type of safety, which you're going to get. My only problem is I actually don't really like them taking a safety in round 1. Pick number 18 here, Jeremiah Wosu-Koromor. If you can spell it without looking at the name, bonus points to you. Linebacker out of Notre Dame. The more and more tape I watch on this dude, the more and more I'm starting to love him. I will say that I was pretty surprised in Mel's mock that he doesn't have the Dolphins drafting an offensive lineman at 3 or 18, so I'm guessing that he anticipates them bringing in somebody in free agency. At number 19, Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle from Virginia Tech. That's actually the pick that I thought Miami would make in this case, but instead, Washington trying to upgrade that offensive line for whoever's going to play quarterback for that team. Chicago Bears, you're up here. I know they were probably looking for a quarterback, but the way that this mock fell, I mean, 4 quarterbacks in the top 9 picks, you just can't trade up that far. So now you're going to go out and get a receiver. Kadarius Toney from Florida, who reminds me of a lesser version of Tyreek Hill. It depends how you're going to be able to use him. But again, you're looking at another situation where they simply need playmakers. And if you don't bring back Allen Robinson, this pick makes even a little bit more sense. If you want daily videos around the Chicago Bears, the link is below. Go ahead and bear down, youtube.com/BearsNow. At pick number 21, Gregory Rousseau, a lot of upside there. Didn't really even play defensive end. And then in 2019, had 15.5 sacks, 19.5 tackles for a loss. That Colts team continues to try to build and find edge rushers. At pick 22, you got the Tennessee Titans. They were looking for somebody last year in Jadeveon Clowney. Didn't work out. Vic Beasley also didn't work. You're looking at one of the teams that rank in the bottom 5 getting after the quarterback. This Jalen Phillips picks I like a lot. A player who played strong near the end of the year at Miami. But if you remember back in 2018 or 2019, he had to almost retire because of concussion. So for that reason, I am a little bit worried about taking him in round 1. Pick number 23, it's Kwity Paye. So you got edge rusher, edge rusher, edge rusher. The New York Jets, they like guys with high upside, and I know their GM loves himself an athlete. That's exactly what Kwity Paye is, one hell of an athlete. Pick number 24, Landon Dickerson, center from Alabama. It's the first center off the board for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Same exact situation we've talked about with a lot of these offensive lines. Big Ben's not getting any younger. I understand they brought in Dwayne Haskins, but you need to be able to find a center since Pouncey decided to retire. So if you guys love the NFL Draft, subscribe for more NFL Draft videos. Hit that big red button. Join us because we're going to be dropping more videos the entire offseason. If you want more just NFL videos in general, we got you covered. Literally a new video every single 3 hours. Plus, we go live Monday, Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. And if you're watching on Friday, we also got an NBA live show, so hit it. You hitting that? I sure hope so. At pick number 25 here, Christian Barmore, defensive tackle from Alabama. This is the only DT that I anticipate going in round 1. And for Jags, you got Trevor Lawrence. You filled another major need here at defensive tackle. Zaven Collins won Defensive Player of the Year last year at Tulsa, which is maybe one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. But for the Cleveland Browns, this is a defense that needs to be able to fill a void here at linebacker. And if Zaven's the guy that they think can do it, I mean, winning Defensive Player of the Year, it's definitely impressive. At pick number 27, Terrence Marshall Jr. The Baltimore Ravens need a number 1 receiver. No doubt about that. If I was them in free agency, I'd go out and sign Allen Robinson. However, this pick to me says that I don't know if that's what they did in free agency. And no disrespect to Terrence Marshall Jr., I don't actually view him as a true number 1 receiver. Maybe I'll be wrong down the road, but I'm not too thrilled about this pick here. At pick number 28, Jason Owe, defensive end from Penn State. He's been a pretty solid edge rusher. He is a freak when it comes to athletic ability. However, I'm the type of person that I want to see more numbers. I want to see more of production. Penn State was really bad this past year. We'll see what Jason Owe could do, but so far out of all the picks that I've seen, this might have been one of the ones I thought was a little bit more of a reach. Now, if you guys like what you see here on today's show, go ahead, hit me up on IG at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm always down to talk anything NFL, draft, Raiders, fantasy football, you got something going on in your personal life, hit me up. The DMs are open. At pick number 29 here in Mel Kiper's latest mock draft, Joe Tyrone, linebacker from Washington. He's a pretty good side-to-side type of player. We'll see, obviously, what he's able to do. At pick number 30, Tevin Jenkins, offensive tackle from Oklahoma State. This is one of those moves where if Darrell Williams decides to go and test free agency, which it looks like he's going to do, you need to be able to fill that right tackle spot. Can Tevin play that? I believe so. Walker Little, offensive tackle for Stanford. I'm going to be like every single analyst you've ever heard. The Chiefs looked really bad in the Super Bowl. They couldn't protect Patrick Mahomes, so if you think that Walker Little can do it, you got to figure out every way humanly possible to protect that man, because for the first time ever, he had a bad game. We're talking about Mahomes, and he looked a little bit human. You can't go into 2021 with the offensive line play that you had in that Super Bowl, or that man's going to be in trouble. The team that ended up winning the Super Bowl, one of my favorite picks, actually, Azeez Ojulari, linebacker from Georgia. He is definitely more of an edge rusher, more of your 3-4 type of scheme. If, let's say, you can't bring back a Shaq Barrett, Devonta David, or also, you got Ndamukong Suh, defensive tackle, I think this is more of your Shaq Barrett replacement. But if you can have Shaq Barrett, Devonta David, and Azeez, look the hell out. They might repeat. So I'm curious here. Out of the top 32 picks that we just went through in Mel Kiper's mock draft with trades, what was your favorite and least favorite pick? I want you to go down below and comment. My least favorite pick is probably the Mac Jones pick at 8. Do I think he's a first-round quarterback? I absolutely do. Would I take him in the top 10? No, I'm sorry. I absolutely wouldn't. My favorite pick was probably number 15, the Denver Broncos taking Caleb Farley. If you want to throw your comments down below, we would appreciate it. And if you made it this far in the video, I think that means we did something right. So hit that subscribe button.